without further ado, let's take a look at this Astra 200, one of Astra's, not exactly a flagship pistol, but a pistol with which I'm sure every one of you is familiar with it, as it's been in production, or was in production, for about 50 years, and about 250,000 of these guns were assembled. So let's take a look at the gun. The Astra 200 was a takeoff based on the standard A-bar type pistol with a couple of different modifications. Astra was especially proud that it was the first of their triple safety guns. It had the safety lever here, it had a grip safety, and it had a magazine safety. Over a period of years, and again, this was made for a period of 50 years, there were a number of changes. The very first ones were made with a little scallop here. That was a loaded indicator. Then this is a standard second variation gun, and at the very end, the gun was marketed as the Firecat with much finer, straight slide serrations. Well, we're not talking about that yet. So here, let's focus on the Firecat. Well, this is actually a pre-Firecat. The Firecat terminology was not introduced until the 1950s. But first of all, if Astra was asked to produce one of its specialty pistols, and I'm saying a specialty pistol not in terms of blue versus chrome, but basically an engraved gun, and there were a couple of different levels of chrome engraving, or the gun could be gold damascene. Those guns were all pulled from production before the standard markings were applied. You may be aware the standard production guns, in other words the blued and the chrome guns, would have the Astra address here in larger bold letters. But if the guns were special ordered as engraved or gold damascened, you really want this area for some space for artistic expression. So on these special order guns, the Astra address and some of the other details have been moved to a different location, and let's just take a look at those. On the left side, you can see the Astra address, and this is the year code. So for you guys wondering when your gun was made, you look up Y, and there's some year code references. That you can certainly find them in either the Astra Star reference books, and that would reflect production in 1953. You can see this gun is marked in Spain, and obviously the gun was made in Spain, but it's specifically marked Spain when the gun has been earmarked for export. The serial number was applied to the right side of the slide and the right side of the frame, and here's the balance of the Astra address. One of the reasons these guns sold so well is because they were almost as good as a Colt, but they were much less expensive. So now let's disassemble the gun. Disassembly is very straightforward. As always, you'd make sure that the gun's unloaded. In this case, you'd pull out the magazine. And for a chrome gun, it should be a chromed magazine. And these have got a fixed floor plate with the word Astra on the toe. So let's draw the slide back. Here we go. And sometimes it's a little bit stiff even for 25, and we'll rotate the safety lever up. That also acts as a slide catch. We will rotate the barrel, and then you can just rotate it back and pull it out. And these should have a matching number. So we just reviewed the serial number on the barrel, and you can see the last 3 digits are on the barrel. And then for a more complete disassembly, you just release the slide catch / safety lever, and the slide pulls forward, and you can reduce this Astra 200 to its basic field stripped components. So there you go, one field stripped, chrome engraved Astra 200. Hey, thank you once again for having joined us at Historic Investments. Hopefully now you know a little bit more about the Astra 200, its place in history. It's not just another little who cares gun that one of the gun shows or at the auctions.
Yo quiero hablar de esta pistola de oro.
Well, we're talking right now about Astras. You want to talk about Colts? We're going to talk about Colts at a later date. For right now, thanks for tuning in about the Astra. Good luck. Good collecting.